Hello, my name is Taylor Willingham, and I want to introduce you to EPFirms and its goal. Very simply to put out there, I have one goal of why I'm building EPFirms, and that is to allow an attorney to be able to run a small practice very easily and to know exactly what they're supposed to be doing. But the only way you're going to really learn it is by seeing it. You find all these CRM systems that are out there, and they're all the same thing, which is, well, enter the task you're supposed to do for your case. Every single time? I'm supposed to do that every freaking time. Well, a lot of times it is exactly the same thing. Your staff now knows exactly what they're supposed to be doing. It puts it in there. You don't have to recreate the will or think about, oh, how does this case go? How am I supposed to be doing this? As tasks get completed, they should automatically go here into the billing. It's so infuriating that no one can figure that out. We don't want to have to enter tasks into a system and then go create our spreadsheets. I started off by myself, law practice, and I now have 5 attorneys that work at my firm. I've grown my firm from me to now my whole practice has 35 employees. So I kind of know how this works. And I was using other CRM systems, other practice management systems, and nothing out there is really designed for lawyers. Like all these software guys get out there like, oh, this cool program I can build, and they build their programs, and I sit there and I go, yeah, but this is, you clearly didn't ask attorneys how to build something. So my firm has 35 employees. We use this system, and it works. I'm incredibly profitable. It's unbelievable. And that's what I wanted to show you is how do you become really profitable as an attorney? And the simple concept is this. Law is very difficult. It is very difficult to do. And attorneys who've been practicing for a long time forget how hard it is for employees. The youngest person, the newest person on your totem pole of your firm, the slower they are, the less money you will make. If you ever played, I played football, one of the things that my coach used to always yell at me because I was usually one of the weakest links, but he'd always be like, we're only strong as our weakest link. And that's what attorneys just do not get. You might be your weakest link. A lot of times attorneys get burnt out and they become the weakest link in the firm, and you're what's dragging everything down. But most of the time, it's the employees who are the weakest link. There's some employee in the will that can't get things done, and so everybody else is struggling. So how do you solve that problem? It's simple. You have to break things down to their simplest parts, and that's what EPFirms does. We take a case, we divide it up into little parts, and then we assign the work to someone. And people are held accountable for whether or not they get their work done. And so here is how EPFirms is. You got to keep everything simple with a law firm. You cannot make things complex. This is why other CRM systems don't work. It's all this data entry. You have to spend all this time entering data. Well, guess what? Most firms can't afford to pay someone to spend most of their day to enter data in. They need things to be simple. And so that's why I designed EPFirms the way I have, is I want every day the homepage to be, what is my staff supposed to be doing? So if you're a paralegal or to log in, she gets this page. And here we are. What you do is you go through and you start off and go, okay, you have your overdue tasks, you have what's due today and what's going to be due later. You can easily see, okay, these are my tasks, what I need to get done today. And you can easily get to the client file. As you notice here, it pops up from the bottom. Here's the client file. We have the tasks that need to be done, the activities, the notes, documents, intake, and billing, okay? So notes, this is where everything is supposed to go. I tell my staff, okay, someone's talking, you talk to a client, just put the notes here. You can, if you like to write it down, you can write it down, take a picture of it and upload it right here and pull in your notes. And so you'll see the notes, it'll just be a picture, okay? So let's go to tasks. This is the hardest thing. So you find all these CRM systems that are out there, and they're all the same thing, which is, well, enter the task you're supposed to do for your case. Every single time? I'm supposed to do that every freaking time. Well, a lot of times it is exactly the same thing. Let's say we have this client and I don't know how to do something. Like, okay, this client is asking me, says, will you probate an estate for me in Dallas County? Let's use that. Now, I don't know how to do an independent administration in Dallas County. I have no idea. Well, you go to a task template. We're actually going to change the name to case templates to make it easier for people. But right now they're called task templates. But the idea is I'll be able to go in here, search. We already have them built in. We're building in more every day. The community at EPFirms is working on each area law, and we find Dallas County uncontested administration. I click on that and I say, okay, we want to start from today. All right. And we go apply and voila. Step by step, the day that everything is supposed to be due on, what needs to be done. So the first thing, now in here, because this is not my firm's thing, I have your assignees will automatically be populated based upon their position in your firm. For example, if you have a paralegal, you'll put her in EPFirms as your paralegal. Then whenever you download these things, it will say, well, what are paralegal jobs? What are attorneys' jobs? What are legal assistants? What's receptionists? And it will automatically put them in. Right now, since this is just a practice firm, it doesn't have the assignees populated. But I wanted it created in such a way that immediately everybody would know, and you don't have to do anything else. That's it. That's all you would have to do as an attorney. Click the case template, put it in. It will tell you exactly what you need to do an independent administration in Dallas County. First thing I always want, I always say, okay, we need to email the person the intake. Well, you can go right here. We're going to give you templates to use. You can go in here and change it and change this task template and put your own intake in here. But if you don't want to, you just click here and download it, and there it is. Your receptionist or whoever this is assigned to. Let's say we assign this. I'm going to assign this to Vanessa here and give Vanessa the job of being able to send this out. It's downloaded. She can go in here. Now she just emails it. In the future, I want it to be able just to click a button and it will email it out. You can create custom templates. We don't have Google integration yet. We're working on it. But the idea right now is this is the best thing I can create at this point. I have right here, review Dallas County guidelines for my staff. So let's say I give it to Kellyanne, my paralegal. She's supposed to do that. Okay. I'm going to give Kellyanne the job. She's supposed to draft the application. In here, we have the template already created. You can go in here, open this up, and I'll bring it over. Here is a template that you can use that I've created. And it's everything that you would need to do that you can enter in so you could actually run this case. So there it is. It's done for you already. Then we need to send all the beneficiaries the letters. We have in here, okay, well, how do you file this? Well, you can go to ProDoc eFile. That's how we do it. Go to ProDoc eFile and you can file the application, do everything. You can send out the waivers to the beneficiaries. Then after that, you would go to, and notice the dates, we've got in here and put, well, when would this happen logically? And then you can go in here and you go Dallas County search records to see if the citation, because every county does it differently. We're building this county by county. You can't just have a template and go, oh, this is all of Texas, how it works. No, each judge does it differently. It has to be built county by county, judge by judge. That's the only way this is going to work. And so we put in here, how does Dallas County do it? Well, they want you to go to this page, search the records, and see if the citation has been issued before you call and schedule a hearing. Well, call, schedule a hearing. Here's the phone number. Simple as there. There it is. Email the client the hearing date once you have it scheduled. Okay. Make sure you file after that. You have to file the proof of death oath, and you do that through ProDoc eFile. Okay. I have my step is before the case, I want to review, make sure everything's done. And then after the hearing, I talk to my client. Okay, do you want me to do trust estate administration work? And there's a whole nother template for that. You go in here and go, well, they actually hired us. They want us to do administration of the estate. We have a more advanced one where they want us to do like everything in it that's in here. But let's just do the administration of the estate. And let's say that would have started in February 10th. We can apply that. and then it'll give everything else that needs to be done for that. Okay? That's the idea of EPFirms. You don't have to think. Your staff now knows exactly what they're supposed to be doing. It puts it in there. You don't have to recreate the will or think about, oh, how does this case go? How am I supposed to be doing this? We can build out the plans, put them in there, and together as attorneys, we can share this with each other. You can go to a community, download something that you want or you need, and it doesn't need to be perfect. Like one of my good friends said, that's an attorney. He's like, I don't need a perfect template, but I would like something to help me get started. I hate starting something from scratch. I love getting something. And so EPFirms, you can come in here, you go to firm settings, you go into task templates, and you can download these templates from other attorneys in our community. And you can just come in here and go, you know what? I don't like that way that they're doing it. I'm going to change it in here. And you can edit it here and put the way you would do it and have it done in here. Okay. Now, that's one of the major functions of EPFirms. That's the way I view it, is the most important thing that you can do running your law practice is breaking everything down into simple tasks so your staff and you know exactly what you're supposed to be doing every day. So that way, every day when you come into your home thing, it tells you exactly what you should be doing. Okay. Now, the other big thing that that we want to develop right now, that we're in the process of developing, it's getting pretty close to being done, is I hate creating a bill. I don't know about you, but I just hate creating bills. It's the worst thing in the world when you have to try to create a bill. All right. So in here, as someone goes along, and let's go back to the case here, and you're going along and your staff completes something. So it's, Kellyanne's hourly rate, you can go in here and create in the task templates exactly what you expect it to take to review the guidelines. Let's say you say, well, it takes 1 hour to review these guidelines each time. So, and Kellyanne, she goes in and she finishes this. Okay. It now then goes into your billing and sets it up as something in the hourly rate. Okay. As tasks get completed, they should automatically go here into the billing. I shouldn't have to recreate the will. As the tasks are being done, they should automatically be put into my bill so it can be sent to my client. I don't want to have to create a bill at the end of every single month when it is an hourly bill case. Now the system knows, is this a flat rate case? Is this an hourly bill? Is it contingency? If it's a contingency and a flat rate, I still want to know how much how much my hourly rate would be, because if I'm charging a flat fee to people and then we go through these cases and we find out, whoa, we would be making more money if we just hourly billed, then we need to change our flat rate. And if you're doing a contingency case, you might be able to get your fees paid. And so you want the system to record your bill for you. No CRM system does this. Or attorney CRM system. It's so infuriating that no one can figure that out. Like, we don't want to have to enter tasks into a system and then go create our spreadsheets and build out our own billing again. So that's one of the things that I wanted to accomplish. The two major goals was, first, I wanted my staff to know exactly what they need to be doing every day. Second thing I want to accomplish is I want those tasks to automatically be put into a bill, because I don't want to miss any opportunity to make money that I've been doing along the way. All right. So that's the basic structure of EPFirms at this time. We are developing more things in the future, but at this time, that's what I wanted solved for me and my firm. And I know it works. We've been using EPFirms for 2.5 years, and our profitability has shot through the roof as my staff it has become easier and easier for them to know exactly what they're supposed to be doing every day. But that gives us a basic understanding of how EPFirms works and its purpose and function.